before I started feeding, I weighed them all. The weight is on top of them. The syrup I put in, I weighed that too. Like that one there has got one of those 2 frames feeders, that double, and the feeder's got 6.8 kilograms of syrup in it. What we're going to do this afternoon, what I will do now, I'll take the feeder out and we'll weigh it and just see how much of that syrup they've taken. This afternoon we'll weigh the whole hive and see how much they've stored and how much they've eaten themselves, and thought, well, this is a very good thing. So that's basically what we're on about. Granulated sugar put in there, which they're reluctant to work, and his weight is there. I weighed the top box.
It's on the front, I think.
Oh, on the side, yeah.
That's
right.
25k.
That's the top box, that's where all his honey stores is. He's only about 22k in his bottom, so there's very little honey in there when you look at the weight of that empty box being the same bloody weight. Right? So all his honey stores up there. In our opinion, he's got enough honey to winter on quite nicely. What we're going to do is take that out. Weigh that, see how much syrup is left in there. And then if we lid on and strap him up, we'll put him on the scales, mate. There's about 2.5 kilos left in there. That's including the weight of that, right? What I'm trying to prove now is this feeding syrup like this works, you know, that they are storing. That's what we're trying to prove. Now it was, where's the bloody weight?
38.8 kilos.
Yeah, right. Put it on there. Oh, can you manage?
No.
It's 40.
We're going to run a competition. How much is in there?
No. Well, I've got time for that.
41.64.
6. Good enough. What was
So an increase of 3 kilos in round figures.
Right. And how much was in the feeder?
In the feeder there was
6.8.
6.8 of sugar.
We got 0.25 now, no? Yeah.
9.
Well, it is, isn't that weight 2.5?
Sorry, yeah. 4.3 kilos of sugar made 3 kilos of stores.
So they stored most of it, they didn't eat much, they weren't gushers. These feeders were put on Thursday. So what are we, Thursday morning, might be Thursday evening, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days. It's slow for this.
Let's see where the smoker finishes up. If ever you see a photo and he's got his smoker between his knees and it's about that tall, Bob.
28.61.
9.61.
Oh, where did I do with my pen? 0.6. And it was
26.
26.
3.6k.
3.6. And what do I weigh that? I can't remember what it had.
You did weigh it? Yeah, 2.6.
2.3.
2.3, they stored 1.3 stores.
Kept the tape, isn't it?
Oh, good.
Yep. 7 minus 3.
Oh, yes.
It's stored 4 kg of sugar syrup.
Can they live on that as long? Is that equivalent to honey?
I would assume so, Norm. I would assume so. Remember this morning I showed you that I filled up that plastic bag with honey, which was dense, And if you really remember, it's got a lot less honey in there now than it did have this morning. And when I filled it up, well, where's the lid? 2.2 of honey. Over 2 kilos of honey in that. And it just fitted in under the lid as it was.
You pricked the bag, have you, Bob?
So
So
they
they could,
Yeah,
so they could suck it through the prick hole.
See, everywhere where they're sucking it, it's 2-pronged fork. I got some of them, mate. Put your lid on, strap him up, and see what.
There's not much honey left in that bag. Only a few grams.
That was just put in this morning.
No, all this was done Thursday. Yeah, so and of course, taking honey, dense honey out of the bag, you can't do it fast because it's not very.
This one is very interesting.
.7, isn't that right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, what we have? We had
2.2. There's a bit left in there.
Yeah. They fill their bellies with a bit of it.
Yeah, so they've stored nearly all of it.
Most was stored, yeah. What was it? 24.5.
It's 24.49, 24.5. They've add all that up. They've done exceedingly well. There must have been more than 1.7,
I'd fill that container up 2 or 3 times.
Ah, you filled it more than once. Yeah. It was a better result than it should have been.
I couldn't be bothered weighing.
Yeah. So I'll tell you it's good sugar. You buy some up there.
No, I would have fed them 2 or maybe 3 times. You know, every morning I would have filled that.
Well, it certainly paid. There's 24.5 kilos. 21 and a quarter.
In other words, those simple things work too, without buying expensive 2-frame feeders. You buy those cheap aluminium feeders and things like that, and just pour your syrup in and do it every morning for a week or something like that. See, that was his lid, but one of the bags I put under was 2.
Oh, I see.
Full, so I've got a deeper lid.
Yeah.
And he's 34.2. So he's put 2 kilos in. Yeah, and he would have had about three bags. So all these methods work, they've all gained weight. We'll do the last one.
Ready to go? Yeah. He's a nice strong hybrid.
Yeah.
It's eating a lot.
That's the guy very strong. Every guy very. She said a lot of honey. What is it?
31.3.
-5.8.
No.
-9 is 2.8k. And although there's only 1.6 in that container, I would have fed him at least 3 times. So he's gained roughly 3 kg. So the issue which I'm trying to show you, every method works, right? And
Here we are.
Yeah.
With your hand.
So, there's quite a lot of ways to do it. Every method does work, except dry sugar. It doesn't work very, very well.
No, very well. No.
Because
It's only if you're lazy and got nothing else to do.
Yeah.